Hi to Aquarius and welcome to your general tarot read for the month of November. Love and romance readings will be coming out soon. If you want to hear when they come out, do hit the subscription button if you haven't already. It's completely free. Hit the notification bell and let you know when those videos are released. This is looking at where your main focus is in the month of November. So it still might be love and romance, but it might also be finance, general well-being, your lifestyle, employment, just what you're really thinking about. And we'll look at what your focus is, what your challenges are, what's happening in your inner world, what's happening in your outer world, and get some advice from the universe. When I tuned into the collective energy of Aquarius, I got this slight feeling that you're trying to hide how you feel about something. You're trying to conceal feelings that you have about something. So not necessarily about someone, but you're playing your cards quite close. You don't want people to know how important something is to you, is what I'm getting. So we'll pull the cards, finding out where your focus is, and what your challenges might be, and what energies you're in at the moment. So what is Aquarius's focus for the month of November? And you have two cards come out. You've got the Moon and you've got the Three of Wands. So yeah, you are definitely planning something that you don't want other people to know, it feels. It feels as if you're keeping secret plans. You're trying to work something out and you're creating something, deciding something, but you're really trying to keep it very concealed with the Moon coming here. So we'll find out what challenges does Aquarius have regarding this in November? What are Aquarius's challenges regarding this in November? What are Aquarius's challenges? And you have the King of Pentacles here. I'm just going to take a clarifying card for a king. So it could just be that there's somebody you don't want to know something. And we've got the Six of Cups. I think for some of you, you're actually planning a surprise for somebody, and you're trying to plan it without people finding out, or a certain person finding out. And for some of you, it's a surprise. For some of you, you're planning a relationship with somebody, but you're trying to keep it secret. So that there's two very distinct things here. One which is there's two energies come in, and there's an excited energy which comes in, which feels like it's more like you're creating a surprise for somebody. But then this other energy came whooshing in behind it, which was very much more about trying to keep a relationship secret. Very much trying to keep what you're planning with somebody else secret. So we'll see how the reading goes. It might be that the reading splits into two ways the whole time, or it could be that one of those energies is more dominant and takes over. My Etsy store selling painted crystals, which include zodiac signs, is opening soon. If you want to find out about that, it's in the description box below. Or you can follow me on Facebook or keep an eye on the channel and that'll let you know when that's opening as well. What's going on in Aquarius's inner world? In Aquarius's inner world, what's going on? What are they thinking about? What are they feeling? Where is their focus and their thoughts? How are they feeling inside? How's Aquarius feeling inside? So you have the Seven of Swords coming out here as being in your inner world. This is often can be the card of theft or dishonesty, or stealing away, focused on the negatives in your life and not really seeing the positives. This feels more like the sneakiness. It does feel like you're desperately trying to hide something and you're hoping that somebody won't find something out. You really are worried that something's going to be discovered before you want it to be. That's very alive in you, how to keep something a secret. What is happening in Aquarius's outer world? What is happening in Aquarius's outer world? And we have the King of Cups being in your outer world. I'll take a clarifier for the King of Cups. Just clarifying the King of Cups here. It's been clarified by the Three of Wands. So you've got 2 Three of Wands here. The King of Cups isn't gender specific, but it is very much about taking action with love and feeling very secure and wanting to move forward in a connection. This feels very much like you are planning to move forward in a connection. This reading is going much more towards the wanting to start a new relationship, but needing to keep it secret, not wanting people to know that you're starting a secret. And the reason you want to keep it for a secret will be specific to each person, obviously, but it does feel that there might be something potentially that you might be overlapping a relationship with another one. We'll find out what more cards come out here. But you are very much focused on moving forward and developing something. You're wanting something you've already decided that you want to be with a certain person, and it's looking at how you're going to keep that a secret, how you're going to move it forward, what you're planning to do with it. You've got 2 kings here, so your energy is very much about creating a very stable relationship with somebody. So whoever it is you're looking at and you're wanting to move towards and you're planning, it's not just a flighty thing, it's something that you see as really real. And in your recent energy, you've got the Ten of Cups, which is my favourite card of this pack. And the energy you're moving into, what energy is Aquarius moving into? We have the Magician. So whatever reason you're keeping it a secret at the moment, the actual energy somebody is bringing into your life is of great happiness. It's bringing just real pure joy. Whoever this person is who's bringing love into your life, it's making you just feel wonderful. You know, you're really having high hopes for something. It feels like you've met the love of your life, and you're really wanting to develop the relationship with them, and you're not quite sure why you're wanting to keep this a secret or why it's deceitful. As I say, it could be that you're not in a position really to be starting a new relationship. It could be that they are in another relationship and so you're worried about that, or you're just having to keep them secret. It could be that there's a very big age difference or something, or you're worried about how people are going to be looking at it. This should come out in the cards, but it's bringing an awful lot of joy into your life. And the energy you're moving into is a Magician, which is beautiful. So whatever it is that you're planning, it feels like the right thing to be doing, because you are manifesting this, you are making this come true. You're moving into a really positive space where you know exactly what you want and you're calling it in and it's coming in. So if it is this happiness to be continuing, it looks very hopeful that this happiness is very much here to stay with for you. Just getting some more cards on Aquarius's inner world, where their thought process has been, or their feelings, and what they're moving into. Where is Aquarius thinking and feeling? Where have they come from and where are they going? Aquarius. So you have the Five of Wands in your past thinking. And what energy are you moving into? What energy are you moving into with your inner world? You have the Page of Swords in reverse. I'm looking at Aquarius's outer world. Aquarius's outer world. What energy are they coming from? What energy they're moving into? Aquarius's outer world. So you have the Nine of Cups, the energy they're moving into in their outer world. Whoops. You have the Six of Swords. So it's really interesting because your inner world and your outer world are very, very different, and I think it's to do with this secretive aspect of it, that you're keeping something hidden. Because in your outer world, you've got the Ten of Cups, you've got the Nine of Cups. This is just your happiness. You feel emotionally really fulfilled by an aspect in your life. For those of you who it isn't a relationship, it could just be something to do with work, but I think it's very much you're feeling happy about a person and you're making plans with a person. You're really wanting to move it forward. The Six of Swords is often about moving away from troubled waters into calmer waters. This particular pack, I see it much more of you just moving and travelling forward. And I think this is to do with your plans. There is obviously somebody in your life which is making you feel really, really happy and really good. And you can see a beautiful, solid future with them. And it's really what your heart is desiring. And you're wanting to move towards it very strongly. But in your head, your thinking is quite painful about it. You're having an inner struggle. There's a reason why you feel you shouldn't be with this person. A real strong reason why you think you shouldn't be with this person. And the inner struggle it's giving you is because you're feeling very, very deceitful about it. The reason you're keeping them a secret is because you feel that it's really going to be disapproved of in some way. It's not going to be seen as the right way to be. So although you have it in your outer world, you have it in your life, and it's moving forward, and you want to keep it, there's this real guilt coming with it. It could be that you're not long out of a relationship and you don't want to hurt someone, so you're keeping it secret. But you've got this beautiful thing happening, and yet your mind is tainting it because it's bringing in this real conflict and this feeling of guilt, and that you might hurt people, and just struggling. You're really struggling, really, really struggling, and it doesn't feel like it's because you don't feel like you deserve it. You're struggling because you don't feel that you can tell people about it, or you're definitely trying to hide it from people or a person. It could be that you're in a relationship and you're wanting to move out of it, and you found happiness with somebody else, and that's causing you anguish. So we'll get some guidance from the universe for each of your 3 areas here. You've got the Magician again. So you've got 2 magicians here. Guidance for Aquarius in November from the universe. Guidance from the universe. You have the Death card. And one more card of guidance for Aquarius. One more card of guidance for Aquarius, for their outer world. Guidance for Aquarius. And you have the Strength card. Okay, so it feels as though you're feeling guilty about wanting someone. This is you wanting it. This is you manifesting it. This is you calling somebody into your life. And all this guilt here, the universe comes and says to you, but you've manifested it. You wanted this. This is what you wanted. So it's really asking you to either drop the guilt or sort out what the guilt's actually about as such, because it's really kind of nudging you and pointing, saying you're getting what you called in. You called this in, and it's a really beautiful card because you're very aware of what you want and you're getting what you want. So it's really saying the guilt here is almost surplus. It's almost pointless because you've called it in and it's come. And so you either have to find a way to not hurt somebody by telling them. I think it's very much you need to tell somebody that actually this is what you want and this is what you're going for. This person, whoever you're keeping a secret, you need to start telling whoever it is you're scared that this is what I want, and this is what I'm going to be doing. This is what I'm planning to do. Because it's not just something new that you're calling in here, that you're planning. It's not just a new relationship. It's ending a relationship as well. I feel very much so. And this feels what the secret is about. That you know that when this relationship is uncovered, something else will end. A cycle will end. But this coming from the universe, it's kind of saying it's all right to end something first. It's all right to end something, to start something new. And any guilt you have there needs to be this almost facing up to what you've manifested, facing up for what you need, being honest about what your needs are and what your wants are, because you're allowed to have the desires that you want. You're allowed to have the wants that you want. And it's just saying stand up to embrace what you've called in and really own it as such. Because then in your outer world, the advice you're getting is strength. It's saying be strong in your outer world. That whatever it is you're scared of being uncovered, it's time to do it. The energy of the lion is very much the hunter. It's very much about being very cautious, but then knowing when to actually attack as such, knowing when to stand up strong. And this is saying really have the courage to make the change in your life because you want this. If you see the 3 advice cards of what you're getting here, it's saying you've manifested it. It's okay to change something, but you're going to have the strength to own it. And I think it's very important because it looks like you've got something beautiful in your life, but you're unable to enjoy it just now because of these heavy feelings and thoughts which are weighing you down. But have the strength, have the courage to own what your needs are, who it is you want to be with, what you want in your life. So that's what I have for you for November. If you've liked that video, please hit the like button. It does help the channel grow. And if you haven't subscribed, do hit the subscription button. It is completely free. And hit the notification bell to hear when more readings are coming out. If you're interested in a personal reading, information about that is below. And also information about when my Etsy store is going to be opening up as well. And I hope you have a good month.